all right. It is that time, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Maryland Cafe Society Radio right here on YouTube. It's Tuesday, the 27th of April, 2021 is the year. Of course, we are here. We are here, and we just wanted to pop in, of course, to say hello to you, to wish you a happy summer. If you're in the Chicagoland area, of course, today it feels so much like summer, everyone. I believe we're going to hit, um, in terms of temperatures, in the lower 80s degrees. And so, um, yeah, happy summer. I tried to dress up, look a little summery today for you. All right, and so I'm having a pretty decent week so far. Of course, I'm very disturbed with some of the news reports that are still um, um, exposing some of the violence that's happening in this country, and particularly the police shootings and all of that. I'm not going to spend any time on today's show talking about it, but um, just to acknowledge that it's happening, we got to stay prayerful, we got to stay diligent, and know that it is possible to make some positive change in this country and, in fact, around the world. And so, we press on, right? We continue on as usual. Well, we do want to get into cafe news and, of course, the coronavirus report, the latest update coming from John Hopkins is reporting a little over 148 million COVID-19 cases worldwide and just over 3.1 million deaths. Here in the United States, of course, we're still leading in the world with the most cases. Our number has just hit 32.1 million confirmed cases and just under 573,000 deaths. India is now ranking at number 2. They now have about 17.6 million COVID-19 cases, and Brazil comes in at number 3 with 14.3 million cases reported. Now, the Centers for Disease Control just a few hours ago updated their guidelines for, activities that the fully vaccinated Americans can participate in. And so they're saying fully vaccinated individuals can engage in the following activities without wearing masks. And I guess these people are happy. I have already been seeing people, a lot more people than usual. There has always been those individuals who refuse to wear masks, but lately, particularly since we've been vaccinating, I've been noticing more and more people without masks. But the CDC has confirmed that if you have been fully vaccinated, yes, you can do these things without wearing masks: walking, running, hiking, biking, outdoors alone, or with members from your household only. If there's other people doing these activities with you who don't live in your home, then you should wear a mask. Also, you are free to attend small outdoor gatherings with fully vaccinated family members and friends. They're also saying attending small outdoor gatherings with a mixture of fully vaccinated and unvaccinated people is okay. You can also not wear masks when you're dining at outdoor restaurants with friends from multiple households. Fully vaccinated people can also attend a crowded outdoor event like a live performance, as in concerts, parades, and sporting events, as long as they remain masked, according to the CDC new guidelines. Now, individuals are considered fully vaccinated 2 weeks after you've received the second dose of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine, and or 2 weeks after receiving the one dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And of course, here in the United States, it's being reported that 37% of all adults are now considered fully vaccinated. So that's good news. Now let's get into what's been happening with this infrastructure bill that reportedly includes more help, more COVID-19 assistance. Now, talks are still underway regarding the proposed Biden $2.3 trillion infrastructure bill versus the Senate Republicans' counter, less expensive bill of $568 billion. Now, the two main concerns, there are many concerns, but the two main concerns in these talks are regarding the in home and community based care for the elderly and disabled people, as well as the funding for schools and child care facilities that are not included in the House Republicans bill. So, we're still waiting to see what happens in that respect. Another wait is for the Senate to approve legislation that would make Washington, D.C. the nation's 51st state. Yeah, remember last week we talked about that. And so it passed the House. Now it's sitting in the Senate, and we'll see. We'll see. So many people are hopeful, but we'll see. All right, in the meantime, on Monday, some United States 2020 census data was released. And here's the summary. Now, it appears that Americans are choosing warmer weather states over the colder weather states. Yeah, the southern and western states have gained more citizens in the last decade. And so, what that means is that the congressional redistricting shows Texas, Florida, and other Sun Belt states have gained congressional seats. Now, of course, the chillier states like New York, Ohio, and Illinois have lost seats. And for the first time in its 170-year history as a state, the state of California will lose a seat as well. Now, the overall US population has grown to 331,449,281 people here in the United States. Now, that's a 7.4% increase. That was the second slowest ever in the last decade. So, well, since they've been taking census, I should say. So, yeah, we talked about that on the show before, how I was reading reports, particularly last summer into the fall, while we were in this pandemic, there was a lot of people fleeing the state of New York as well as the state of California because they had the highest numbers, clearly because they had the most people in those areas, the highest population, but there was a lot of shifting and moving happening just in that 1 year, this 1 year of COVID-19. But as the census is indicating, things have been changing demographically for the last decade with people fleeing from the colder weather states to the warmer weather states. And, some of these warmer weather states also are the best states to go to for new opportunities. Yeah, remember we read that report some 5 years ago, like Texas and Arizona and Georgia and places like that had more opportunities for individuals to gain employment and not just a job and work, but some gainful employment as well as business opportunities. And so it's not a big surprise. I know that some of these states that are affected politically are not very happy about those results, but it is kind of what it is. And we've been hearing in these recent elections how certain states that were once red states are now blue. And, it seems like a lot of Democrats have been moving around across this country. But anyway, we'll continue to follow that and see what else comes out as a result of the um, 2020 census. All right, and remember that call to action that I put out last week, uh, urging Chicagoans from all across the country and quite frankly from around the world to support the Black Heroes Matter Coalition. Yes, we're calling for that yes vote this week, Thursday, during the Transportation Committee meeting in the City Council. Now, they're going to vote. Yes, we're going to stay optimistic. Yes, to change the Outer Lakeshore Drive name to Jean Baptiste Point du Sable Drive. But, we just want to make sure we got some extra reinforcement. So we're asking Chicagoans, again, from all around the world, to please call 312-744-1515 and just leave a message. You probably won't get a person picking up the call, but just leave a message for the yes vote to rename Outer Lakeshore Drive to Jean Baptiste Point du Sable Drive, and also ask them to support the other initiatives that we're trying to make happen for the founder of the city of Chicago, and that is for him to have an official city holiday, Jean Baptiste Point du Sable holiday. Yes, and also for the city to help construct at least a 25-foot monument and have it placed in a prominent downtown area where the tourists and everyone who comes into the city of Chicago can see the monument, the statue of Jean Baptiste Point du Sable, the founder of the city of Chicago. So again, that number is 312-744-1515, 312-744-1515. And for more information on the Black Heroes Matter organization, you can go to blackheroesmatter.org and find out all you need to know there. All right. All right. And so we'll take a quick look at the stock market as of the open this morning, Tuesday, April 27th, 2021. The Dow was down a negative 0.11% to 33,943.18 points. The S&P 500 was also down 0.07% to 4,184.61 points. And the NASDAQ also dipped a negative 0.40% to 13,969.77 points. Gold dropped slightly, $1.84 per ounce to 1,778.60, and oil dropped as well, just 23 cents to $61.91 per barrel. Tesla has posted a record profit of 438 million and grew revenue 74% annually last quarter. The side note is that in between practicing for his opening monologue on Saturday Night Live and spending more than $1 billion on cryptocurrency, Tesla's CEO, Elon Musk, has managed to do his day job pretty well. So here's what happened. He announced that Tesla will open gigafactories near Austin, Texas, and in Berlin, Germany this year. And he also announced that they will be introducing a Tesla pickup as well as a Tesla semi truck. Good news for those people who invested in Tesla, right? All right. And speaking of entertainment news and Elon Musk hosting Saturday Night Live, what on earth is that going to look like? From what I'm hearing, he has a pretty good sense of humor based on some of his Twitter memes and things of that nature. So he'll probably do good. They have a strong writing team at SNL. So, even if you're, a stick in the mud or mud, I should say, they'll make you look funny. All right. All right. So anyway, back to entertainment news. Did you catch the Oscars on Sunday? I did not. I had some family time going on, and so I missed it. But listen, according to Nielsen, the ratings for the Academy Awards have been dipping since 2014. And needless to say, this pandemic year has wreaked havoc on this recent Oscars show. It's reported that only 9.85 million viewers tuned in compared to 43.7 million viewers going all the way back to 2014. Huh. So 9.85 million viewers, that's about 58% plunge just from last year. And also a new record low for the Oscars. I don't know what the answer is going to be. I think this year was so bad because it's been a whole year, of the pandemic, and folks that were just out. Sunday was a pretty decent day, I think, across the country. And so people are taking breaks from, the screen and just getting out and living life again. That's my only conclusion. But anyway, here are some of the results of the winners and those who did not win. Now, the late Chadwick Boseman lost Best Actor to Anthony Hopkins, and Daniel Kaluuya won his first Oscar. Ma Rainey's Black Bottoms, Mia Neal and Jamaica Wilson became the first Black women to win the Oscar for makeup and hairstyling. And H.E.R, the musical artist, H.E.R, is halfway to an EGOT. You know, those people who have the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony. So, congratulations to her on that as well. All right, so if you're looking for something to do in July, fast forward to July, listen, this is fresh out of my inbox. Well, not so fresh. I've been sitting on it for about 24 hours now, but here it is. My new bandmate, Bruno Mars, will be performing at the Park MGE Theater, or I should say MGM Theater in Vegas. That's right. And so, I'm not really his new bandmate, but in my head I am. Every time I listen to this new song, I'm going to see if I can cue up a little bit. But you guys have heard this song, Leave the Door Open, right? Leave the Door Open. It's a new Bruno Mars, Anderson Paak collaboration, and it sounds so good. It's so old school. Um, and those who know me know that I'm kind of old school, but here's a little bit of it. And I love singing along, so that's why I call myself one of their bandmates. Hey, this is the number one song at billboards and everywhere else. They've sung, or I should say, they've sold millions and millions of this song already. So, anyway, he's going to be performing at the Park MGM Theater in Las Vegas during the month of July. And from what I'm hearing, yes, Silk Sonic, Anderson Paak will be more than likely making an appearance along with the original Funketeer, Bootsy Collins. So you can go to Ticketmaster.com and get all the details for that upcoming event. And all you newly vaccinated people, I know you'll be there. But wear your mask because I'm sure they're going to be practicing some kind of following some kind of guidelines, unless miraculously before July it's announced that the pandemic is over. But, I'm sure they'll be supplying all of the details once you purchase your tickets and all of that. All right, so something to look forward to, right? Especially if you love Bruno Mars, Anderson Paak, and this new collaboration of a band that they put together called Silk Sonic. And this, of course, is the first single, and there's more. There's a whole album. I can't wait. Okay, so listen, before we go, before I share this on repeat, reinforce the new word for the month, I just want to share this with you. I found this a couple weeks ago, and I've been trying to find a segment to work, a show segment to work it in, but let's do it right now. It's a report from the Social Security Administration. They released the top male and female baby names 50 years ago. So they went all the way back to 1971. Why 50 years? I don't know. But anyway, they went back 50 years to 1971. And these were the top names for male and females. Let's do the girls first, ladies first, right? And so coming in at number 10 is the name Julie, then Mary, Tammy, Melissa, Angela, and then coming in at number 5, Amy, number 4, Kimberly, number 3, Lisa, number 2, Michelle, and number 1, Jennifer. And I promise you, I know someone with all of these names. Yeah, so I know 10 people. Just kidding. All right, and then for the boys, coming in at number 10, 50 years ago, the top 10 name was Scott, then Brian, Jason, William, Christopher. Rounding up the top 5 was the name Robert, John, David. Number 2 is James, and the number 1 boy's name 50 years ago was Michael, my brother's name. And I know so many other Michaels. I know guys with all of these names. So yeah, they hit the head right on the nail, right on the head, so to speak. All right. So let's go ahead and get to the word of the month, the word for the month of April for the new people, and just reinforcement for everyone who's been tuning in every every week. And April, that word is cast, but it's spelled CASTE, and it's a system of dividing groups of people or society into hereditary, social, or privileged classes. Now, listen, I'm a bit concerned. You know, human beings, we always find a way to divide and separate people, right? And so, you know, the caste system is very prevalent in India. I mean, it's horrible in India. And a lot of the isms that we experience here in the United States is rooted in this caste system. But I'm telling you, and you just think about this and let me know if you agree. But it seems like this COVID-19 situation is also going to cause another divide or another way of separating people. You know what I'm saying? The vaccinated versus the unvaccinated. That's what it seems like. You know, when I watch these reports and hear people talk about, you know, being vaccinated, not being vaccinated, get the vaccine, don't get the vaccine. It just seems like another way that they're dividing people. And of course, now we're seeing that people who have been vaccinated will now be able to do things that people who have not been vaccinated can't do, seemingly, right? So we'll watch this and see what happens. But again, the word for the month is cast, and it's spelled CASTE, a system of dividing groups of people or society into hereditary, social, and privileged classes. All right. And last but not least, just a reminder on ways that you can, um, you know, just get some additional exposure, some different exposure, reach a different market for your business, your service, your product, or whatever it is that you have. And also, you know, if there's an interest in our upcoming Christmas countdown to Christmas giveaway, which will start in October, reach out. Our email is producer@marilynscafesociety.com. Again, producer@marilynscafesociety.com. Remember to go to marilynscafesociety.com, the website, and click on all the links that will connect you to me socially on all of my social media platforms. Also, my weekly blog, yeah, Marilyn's Cafe Society on WordPress. And YouTube, right here on YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Before we go, let's get to some what love is. And love is when the eyes have it. Yes. Huh. Can you see it? Because of my virtual background, the focus isn't all that great, but there it is. When the eyes have it, you all, when the eyes have it. And that's what we're hoping for the City Council Transportation Committee meeting On Thursday, April 29th, make sure that you call and encourage them to support the Black Heroes Matter Coalition and vote yes to renaming Lakeshore Drive, Outer Lakeshore Drive, to Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable Drive, which is the founder of the city of Chicago, 312-744-1515. Remember, guys, until we meet again, be sure you live, you love, and you laugh. It's a pleasure and a privilege to always hang out with you guys. I'll see you on the next show.